franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 24-yard line.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
At the 24-yard line.
White, let's go. Yellow,
Love from the gun. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
That's taken in by Golden. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
It's now
50 series. Ready?
They go with Jacobs. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Brought down that time by Quay Walker. From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. To throw, Williams. Throw right side, taken in by Odunze. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Those defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
For the Bears.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
43 rail, 52 foot.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. You look at this Bears defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 4.
This 2nd and 4.
Let's go. 10, cut.
Throwing. Love. Got Dobbs over the middle. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Love. Over the middle, he's got Golden. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Ready.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. But he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Smash. Red. Let's go now. Black 40. Drill green. You. Yellow. Sand.
Now Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brendan McManus on for the Packer field goal. A 46-yard.
This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Flushed out right. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Looking to throw is Williams. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on the offense.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
That's good for a Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Lucas Van Ness. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Off the play fake, it's Williams. Rolling to his right. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. To the air, Williams. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation. And they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Marshawn Lloyd, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw, it's Williams. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else. Here's Williams. Eluding the pressure right. They go to the shuffle pass, and it's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. To throw once more, here's Williams. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
What is up?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And the deficit will hold pat at 13.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Love now. That's complete. He finds Jayden Reed. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A 14-yard pickup, but it's third down.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Ready. Striking, 8-6, tracking, 60.
Looking to throw. Jacobs. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
What is up?
Back to throw. Williams. That's caught. The tight end rumbling with it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Ready to run.
On 4th down, here's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Looking to throw. Williams. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Back to throw again. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Ready.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ready.
Love. Short throws. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Playing the snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Here is third down and 4.
Strike two. Here we go. Set.
Love looking to throw it. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Kayvon Thibodeaux, his second sack of the night before they can get the punt away whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously is struggling, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Second and 13. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize a little bit on top.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter, and they're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Let's go now.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Lloyd. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over it.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
A pause now as they tend to an injured player. And it's the quarterback, Jordan Love. He's shaken up out there.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Throwing now, Bagent.
And this is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
To throw, Williams.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there, and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
To throw, here's Willis.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown down right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
What is up?
Here's Williams to throw from his end zone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Viking 18.
And they take a knee.
Check the eagle. Check the eagle. Go.
And they will take a knee here. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.